did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash. I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. I'm running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. I turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
Okay, I have to play Saints.
Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is Madden Football.
This party started the NFC's Pro Bowl kicker a year ago, Will Lutz. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And he'll take 20.
Coming into this year because he missed nearly all 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
And that's caught inside the 35. Down, but not before he reaches the 34.
On your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce
Yo, hello,
that they plan
whoever's
to be
watching.
aggressive.
Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's almost Josh, but
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be dropped.
Huh?
Back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I can't even believe I got down there on the 20-yard line against the Saints.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd, and there's Roethlisberger.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
James Conner.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I did not mean to spike that, but
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it.
dude, Dante Johnson is so good.
First down at about the 38.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he floated one out there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Dude, I'm about to dot this to either singles or
staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating
oh, triangle.
On the run, he'll let
Got it.
go
Juju.
deep right side. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 38 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now.
We are in Heinz Field.
Touchdown.
Then whatever team that we play next, that's the field that we
On the
play.
return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds.
Since when was Emmanuel Sanders on the Saints?
The catch there brings up 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Very awkward.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze.
Bro, run it to Kamara.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
How did he catch that? Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of
Oh no, he didn't catch it. What? But he dropped it.
So
wow, Madden 2021 is very, very weird.
1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Breeze to throw again.
Nice
And
bat.
that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael.
Yo, guys, I'm going to go get a snack. I'll be right back.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Bro,
And he'll take
I would have hit the hell out of Kamara, but I was getting something.
That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Probably gonna be blocked.
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out here comes Pittsburgh's offense, and they're fresh off a Week 5 win against their in-state rival Philadelphia, 38-29. It's the 6th time that they've played since the turn of the century, and they're even now. Each team has won 3 games since then. But Charles, really, this one was rookie Chase.
Oh, what the fuck?
4 touchdowns. 1968.
Yeah, this has been a really impressive start for this rookie out of Notre
Fucking
Dame.
cup!
They got him in the 2nd round, and Brandon, as you've noticed
That's a
over
fucking
time,
cup!
Pittsburgh tends to find their best receivers in the 2nd round, not necessarily the 1st round guy, or even later. It's been amazing how they grabbed those guys and developed them. Claypool 4 touchdowns against Philadelphia. Now Pittsburgh's 4-0 for the first time since 1979. And guess what? They finished in the Super Bowl. Every time they started 4-0 since that time frame. So they're pretty excited about that, about the opportunity. I have one question for you before we talk about their schedule. Are you buying the nickname for Chase Claypool? From Canada, stature similar to Calvin Johnson's, who was Megatron. They're calling it Cabletron, coming from Canada. What do you think?
You know, I like it. It's catchy. Yeah, if he keeps playing like this, we can roll with it.
Listen, I'm going to roll with it if he plays like this as well. They're home for Cleveland next week. Then 3 straight on the road. Big one at Tennessee. Another big one at Baltimore. Then they're at Dallas.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Hello. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. FaceTime mom. Holy shit, I just lost a tooth. Holy fuck.
Have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who
I just lost a tooth.
Brought down back at the 11.
Hi, I just lost a tooth.
Get it with 10 seconds to go.
I just lost a tooth.
You lost it.
Yeah.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, spinning away. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult.
Yo, guys, I'm going to go see my mom. Go
as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you.
You're like, what the fuck? That was the randomest shit ever. Holy shit. I just took a I took the bite of the snack that I was gonna eat, and I just fucking came out. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even think it was that loose.
Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
What
Chris
the
Boswell,
hell?
kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Hold on. I need to make sure that they can hear me. Just to make sure. I got water in my mic.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away
good.
as we are back
Oh,
to it.
guys, I got water in my mic. I literally got water in my mic because I raced to the bathroom.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin.
I ran to the bathroom, so I didn't have any time to like do anything.
Chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter,
Fucking
isn't
weird.
it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On play action, now Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the Sanders now with the Saints. But if you remember back, originally a third-round pick out of SMU and played with it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be
God damn, that was weird.
The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended.
I grabbed the snack that I wanted, and then I took a bite on my tooth that was, I think it was wiggly, and it just came out, and then it rushed to the bathroom, so I didn't even have time to say, oh my God, guys, I lost my tooth.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it.
So I have to chew on my right side.
Catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he is
Damn, they just took the lead.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Okay, now I'm actually, guys, I'm
He's
actually
able to
trying.
hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints have taken the lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Here's Kareth White on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just
It was just weird as well because, like, it was so damn. I'm eating chips.
At their own 29-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on the up.
And look at this, another fake, but he will not make the first.
I threw the ball.
That'll be a turnover on downs. Back now in Pittsburgh,
No, it's not
It's
good,
the
so
Saints. They'll be looking
we
to
might take our
expand the
first
lead
loss
here.
here.
They've got the football as we start the fourth. From the 13 now, they work on first
Yeah, but I
and
need to
10.
try hard now.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is
Yes,
complete
yes,
to Michael
no!
Thomas.
Are you kidding me?
And it's a fumble. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they